Okay.
Hello, 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 hello. Are you listening? Yes. Hi, please, if you want to talk at the same time as me, sign up for your 5 minutes. Thank you. Well, this is a comedy show. Sometimes I'm not funny. I don't care. So that's why I'm here. It takes a lot of courage. I don't know. You can listen me. Like, you can hear me well? Yes? Right? Great? Yes? Okay. My name is Lorena Benedetto. I'm gonna talk to just these people who are not comedians. If you're not comedian, move from that table. No, I'm just kidding. Uh-huh. My name is Lorena Benedetto. I'm from Venezuela, and I'm doing this comedy show together with a friend whose name is Natalia. She is in charge of the night market. I am doing my. Can you give it up for Natalia? Yeah. So Natalia brought me to this amazing place. That's the way I met Leandro, the owner. And we decided to put together this event every month, one Tuesday per month. A month? ¿Cómo se dice? One Tuesday per month. I'm still learning English, as you can see.
No, your English is great.
Yeah, right. Oh well, we speak a lot. An hour every morning. Well, used to when we used to work. I'm not working anymore, so I'm not planning to wake up at 6 in the morning like I used to talk to her. So if you wanna pass by, then I'm gonna be mentioning the vendors, what products they have, and what they have to offer for you guys to try. Yes.
Hello, everybody. I'm Natalia. Thank you, Lorena. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. We really appreciate you and your time. We're super excited. The last comedy show we had here was hilarious. Everybody was dying in laughter. We had a great time. So I'm really excited to have you here again. We do have some vendors setting up in between sets or after the show, if you don't mind. Just checking out some of their products, seeing what they have. These are local vendors that have their own handmade products. Just go check them out and support them because they work really hard to have local businesses. So thank you so much. We're super excited for your show.
That was the only part where you were saying good things. Okay, well, as I was saying, my name is Lorena. I'm coming from Venezuela. And obviously I speak better Spanish, you can tell. But people tell me, why don't you do comedy in Spanish? It would be easier for you. And honestly speaking, Spanish for me is harder because I feel so much pressure and I have high expectativas, expectations. In English, I'm already so. It's better for me, you know. So a lot of people tell me to, oh my God, you sound like that actress, and I go, who? Oh, and I go, Natalie Portman, and people don't know, Sofia Vergara. You know how much money I spent trying to speak British? And this is what I got, the farthest. We're gonna have comedians today from Broward, from California or Mexico. It's the same. Are you Americans? Are you? Oh, please don't call immigration. Some people here are not legal yet, like me. I'm just kidding. I'm alive, so yes, I'm paying taxes. Please don't call immigration. The only difference between you and me is that you can leave the country and come back. I can't yet. I'm looking for my husband, sugar daddy, sugar mama, whatever. At this point, at my age, I'm broke, whatever is worth it. But I just need that person being American, please. Even though some Americans believe, because I have an accent, that I am a dumb ass. And honestly speaking, I take advantage of having an accent, and because I can say stupid shit, and people will go like, oh, it's a mix between pity and tenderness. People look at me and like, oh. So I take the chance to say, oh, I like Trump. Woo! And people go like, oh, oh, like poor girl. Honestly speaking, I love Trump. Even though I am an immigrant, I don't care if he's racist. I don't care if he's egocentric or if he speaks very rude, because I don't want to marry them. I just want somebody to give us money. And that was what he was doing in 2020. Now we're fucked. Because the people who vote, like you Americans, I don't vote. So my opinion doesn't count, you know. You vote for Biden, and he's not a sugar daddy material at all. I wouldn't fuck him even if he paid me. Wouldn't. Zero. I'd rather to pay a poor guy who does Uber drive. No, it's not true. I would charge at least 1,000. I don't do charity anymore. Yeah, that was when I was a drunk. I used to do a lot of charity with people because, you know, we never know where we are when we're drunk. So you open your legs and you just relax. Right now, I'm sober. I've been 16 years clean and sober. Thank you. I don't do drugs. I don't smoke. I don't. And people go like, I go like, oh my God, now it's legal. So I want to go to Narcotics Anonymous and tell them, listen, weed is not drug anymore. You're right. That's what I told you guys. But drugs include marijuana, weed, and cocaine, perico. So what people like to do a lot of time when they're drinking. I used to do that drug, but I didn't like it because my nose always bleed. So I rather some other drugs that you take a pill and you take 8 hours dancing. I don't do it anymore. I can do it by myself. That's the only thing I do lately because I don't having sex. So I dance. I don't get wet anymore. I'm getting dry because I'm getting my menopause. Yeah. Nobody prepared you for this shit. You get ready. Listen to this. I'm coming from your future. People believe that we're gonna have sex like forever. No. Right now, you're young. People can wanna fuck you. When you're old, even if they wanna fuck you, you're dry. So nothing gets in. I start masturbating like 15 years old kids, like this guy, 15 years old. You know, 15 years old kids masturbate without feeling like it. You know, they masturbate even if, oh, like, okay, I'm bored. I got tired because I'm old. I changed hand. And I go again. Oh, I'm sleeping. I'm too awake. I don't have money. I don't have money. I'm broke. I don't have money again. And then I come and I put my finger in, still dry. That's sad. So fuck now, before it's too late. But charge. Don't do charity. I honestly speaking, I grew up in a well-to-do family, so my parents gave me everything. That's a piece of shit life. Because my friends who were poor, they found a husband right away, out of necessity. I thought my dad was going to pay for my shit all my life. And it's not happening. Like you guys at 18, you get ready, boom, get out the fuck out of my house. That's how, you know, it's the culture here. In Venezuela, you stay there like until you get married, which is amazing. You don't pay rent, you're paying for nothing. Your parents pay for everything. But here, I came here and I became almost a homeless because I don't like to work. I used to have my own business. Here I have to get a job. So I'm doing Uber driver and housekeeper. I thought you guys were rich. That's why I moved to this country. But lately I got a raise when they changed a position.
Promoted, right?
Promoted. I got a promotion. Thank you. I'm not I'm a janitor. As soon as I learn English. Thank you. So, well, let's keep this show rolling. I'm gonna introduce you with the first comedian. He's hilarious. He's my good friend. His name is Pedro Rodriguez, but he doesn't speak Spanish. He speaks Spanish too. I think you're gonna listen to other names, the same like very Latin names. They don't speak a word in the Spanish, so they're American, almost pure. And I'm gonna introduce you with this hilarious guy, Pedro Rodriguez, the Hitman. So give it up for
Doing? Woo! All five of y'all. Man, listen. It's a different world, man. So like Florida and Winewood, two separate places. One's a state, one's a country. Do we agree or not? This is bullshit. I'm from Broward, and the police there are mostly white or black. So I use my Spanish as an alibi to get out of things. They pull me over, they be like, sir, you know why we pulled you over? I be like, oh, no entiendo. And they get frustrated. They're like, fuck, go. So I was on the way here, and I got pulled over. And the officer goes to talk to me. Hey, you were speeding, and I go, oh, no entiendo. That motherfucker goes, bueno, tú estabas pasando la luz y estabas manejando muy rápido. I said, I speak English, nigga, write the fucking ticket. Write the ticket, write the ticket. This is bullshit. Unbelievable, man. I heard something here that Lorena has said, and I agree with her. Don't worry about the appearance. Don't worry about the gold teeth. Don't worry about whatever. I miss Trump. I miss Trump too. And it's not about politics. Relax. Number one thing as a fat person, we panic when you play with our food prices. Okay? With Trump, I used to pay $10 for 20 wings. Now I'm paying 20 for 10. This is bullshit. Can't stand this shit. Now, I usually ask if there's any smokers in the house, but you guys are grown, right? Where are my coke heads at? Okay, I take the laughs as right here. Man, I learned something. They said a line a day keeps COVID away. And it's true. It's true. I had COVID in 2021. I started doing cocaine and haven't had COVID since. Give it up for cocaine. Give it up for cocaine. If cocaine got a hand, I like that shit. Hell yeah. Now, who's Spanish here? Any Spanish people make some noise? Let me hear you some Spanish people make some noise. All right. One thing that we have in common is one word that the viejitos have. They use it all the time. Spanish people only, and that word is eh? Tell me how I thought that Joe Biden was Dominican. Because they asked him a question, they asked him whatever, and he replied with, eh? Motherfucker, bro. Motherfucker, bro. That's wild. Anybody have kids here? Or did you guys abort before it became illegal? Kids say the darndest things. You guys got kids? You know? Like, I'm too beautiful. I aborted mine. These are jokes, baby. It's the truth, it's a joke. Fuck. Listen, kids say the darndest things. During the pandemic, I almost got in trouble because my kid talks way too much. Way too much. Dad actually during show and tell, if she has something to show or something to tell, she goes, I got nothing to show, but I got something to tell. My poppy loves to sniff the table and go, right after. But they called DCF. DCF came to the house. We had a discussion for about 20 minutes and we came to one agreement. That batch I was doing was pure. You feel me? Now Lorena said something about she doesn't like doing cocaine because her nose started bleeding. I'm a coke expert. I'm like, baby, that wasn't pure. That was cut. You feel me? Now, funny joke but true story. I went to the hospital about a month ago because I did so much at a party that I was coughing. And it was like my chest was hurting real bad. Guess what happened? I told everybody, I'm like, yo, I told my family, listen, I may not see you tomorrow, I might die. My chest was hurting, I couldn't breathe. Oh my God, I went to the hospital and they checked me out. And they're like, dude, we ran some blood work, nothing but cocaine in your system. I'm like, am I gonna die? They're like, no, you were coughing so hard. The reason why your left side hurts by your heart is because you tore your pectoral muscle. And you guys imagine how much blood I must have been doing for me to fuck up my pectoral muscle? This is crazy. Now, one thing is, where are my single ladies at? Any single ladies here? Y'all are taking spoken for. She's single. You're single? What about you? Or you got a toy at home? Listen. One thing I learned about the 2000s and the 80s and the 90s is that like women know their positions in life. Happy Women's Month. Can you girls go ahead and give a hand? Get a girl, you know what I mean? Happy Women's Month. Happy Women's Month. I say things to piss people off, man. I'm like, yes, it's Women's Month, but yes, it's a man's world. You guys don't laugh because you know it's funny, there's truth in every joke. I'm just kidding though, man. But listen, I love the mother of my kid. She's the best mother in the world. But we can't work out together. It's not gonna work. You know why? Because I don't like a woman that looks at my child in her eyes and lies to her.
I rooted for the Washington Redskins and the Cleveland Indians. I read Dr. Seuss books. I had eaten Aunt Jemima syrup on my pancakes, and I had an uncle named Ben. I was raised a racist. Yeah. You guys are probably wondering what this device is on my arm. I'm a type 1 diabetic. Anybody here a diabetic? Anybody? Dead pancreas? Woo! Dead pancreas! Yeah! No eating sugar! Woo! Yeah! Being a diabetic's a trip. I'm married. I just celebrated my 30th wedding anniversary. Thank you. I have total support from my wife. Now, like, if we're out on the town, the other night we were up in West Palm, a place called Rosemary Square. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but anyway, shopping and so forth. And I was starting to have a little bit of a low blood sugar moment. That means there's too much insulin in my body. You got to eat something. That's part of being a diabetic. But my wife, she's real supportive. Instead of saying, hey, honey, why don't you have something to eat? Have some orange juice or something? What she likes to do is just kind of, no, just keep going. And she waits until I start kind of freaking out, like start flopping like a fish out of water, okay? And what she'll do is she'll set up a tip jar, and I'll start doing all these weird impressions, you know? Oh, wait till he does the drooling vegetable impression, where the eyes roll in the back of my head and the drool comes out. There is a reason why my wife does not come out and support me doing stand-up comedy. Saying things like that. I'm only kidding, but yeah. Being a diabetic's a trip. Have a lot of fun with it. You know, when I first was diagnosed, I thought I was really cool. I was going to make something out of it, you know. And I was going to walk around with a syringe in my ear. You know how guys used to walk with cigarettes in their ears? Or put the insulin in my sleeve like a pack of cigarettes? And I thought, boy, I'm going to pick up some chicks that way, huh? No, it didn't quite work that way. It had the opposite effect. Naive and stupid, you know? That was me. We were talking about politics there, Trump a little bit. You guys remember when Joe Biden fell off his bike? You guys remember that? Well, the reason was they took the training wheels off. Yeah. How about the baby food formula shortage? You guys remember that? Yeah. You guys look older. I don't think you were really impacted by that. But anyway, the reason why there was a shortage is because Joe Biden was hoarding it for himself. He especially likes the strange peas and the carrots. Yeah. Okay. You guys, I like to use the male Siri because I believe a man can give good driving directions.
Nice.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. A little bit more. You guys are just wanting to hear more about the diabetic comedian, huh? Boy, okay. All right. Twist my arm. Okay. All right. I grew up in the household of a hoarder. You guys ever see that show, the hoarding show? Where people walk in and there's all sorts of shit in the house and everything, right? Okay. My father was, if you guys have ever seen that show, he was like a poster child for a hoarder, okay? And he made those people on that show look like child's play, all right? He was bad. He was really bad. Our house in the neighborhood, the way Dad worked was, and he passed away recently, but so many memories growing up in the household of a hoarder. Our house, what he liked to do is he used to bring home stuff and fill the rooms, you know, all available space with junk. Now, he worked at J.C. Penney's for over 30 years, okay? And what he did is, one of his favorite spots to go in and get useless shit was the J.C. Penney dumpster. Yeah, true story. And, you know, he was very quiet. He was kind of a shy guy, you know. We weren't really close as kids with him. But, you know, he meant well. And I grew up in the 70s. So, you know, during that time, we didn't have the iPhones or anything like that. So it was the dad's response, having their dad talk to, Raul, you're a little older, right? You remember that?
A lot older.
Yeah. But anyway, my father one time brought home a clothing dummy out of the dumpster. He went in and fished the dummy. Now this thing was hot. This was a female dummy. You guys remember when mannequins were hot? Apparently not. Yeah, you go to the malls nowadays and you look at the mannequins and it's like, what is this? You go in and the mannequins don't even have heads. Their heads are chopped off, right? If they have heads, they're usually like a geometric shape and there's no facial feature on them, right? There's a bunch of mannequins with rhombuses and all sorts of geometric shapes on their head, right? Boy, young people today are missing out. I got to grow up with hot, sexy mannequins. Yeah, this mannequin he brought home was beautiful. Tall, long legs, beautiful breasts, and the duck lips. The duck lips, way before duck lips became popular on the internet with teenagers, right? Way before then. This thing was hot. And although my father, if he were around, would not admit it, I believe at that time he brought that thing home to teach me and my brothers. I got two brothers. I got a twin brother and a younger brother. And at the time, we were in elementary school, okay? And I think he brought that thing home to teach us about sex education, all right? Well, it must have worked because every time I went to the mall with my brothers, I found myself wanting to hang out in the women's clothing section. And my mother picked up on this, and she was like, Bobby, why is it every time you go to the mall you want to hang out in the women's clothing section? And my brother would start laughing. He's like, oh, Bobby's looking at the mannequin, and he's got a boner. So that was my sex education. Yeah. Yeah, pretty sad, huh? Goodness, what else here? Going back to growing up with a hoarder, our house in the neighborhood, what it would happen is my father would fill the house up with junk, And it got to the point where even the garage we couldn't keep the car in or anything. And it got to the point where he would start utilizing the space outside of the house, the perimeter of the house. So my style of house growing up was the hoarder style architecture, okay? Yeah, this is a beautiful piece of architecture. And what it consisted of was all around the perimeter of the house, there were boxes full of license plates, newspapers, useless bike parts, you name it, all right? Stuff that has no value. He would line them up around the house. And then when all that space was full, well, you know, he filled it up. He was good about that. But, so that was part of hoarder architecture. You walk inside and you have to walk sideways because the boxes are up against the wall, right? Somebody here's got to have a hoarder in the family, right? Anybody? Come on. Am I the only one? Am I the only one? Okay, yeah. So, anyway, and there was no air conditioning. This was in Lake Park, Florida, guys, just a little bit north of us here. And so you had the house full of stuff. You had the perimeter of the house on the outside surrounded with stuff. And then we had the biggest tree in the town of Lake Park, a big old ficus tree right in the front yard. Okay? Now this thing was huge. It covered 3/4 of the front yard. All right? And the roots were so big, the roots were starting to pop the sidewalk up, you know? And the roots were actually getting into the house and popping the tiles out of the bathroom walls in the shower. Yeah, really strange. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah. Boy, Bob, sounds like you had an awesome childhood. I'm jealous. Yeah. I tell you what, I could go on easily for an hour plus about things about my dad. But anyway, going back to that big old tree in the front yard, what happened was, it was so big, you couldn't even go grow grass in the yard. It covered the yard. So here was the house, perimeter of junk all the way around, oversized, biggest tree in the town, no grass. That's where the Kaufmans lived. Yeah. It was kind of embarrassing though, after a while, you know. One time after school, we had soccer practice, and me and my brother, after practice, we got a ride home with one of our friends' parents. And she said, yeah, I'll give you guys a ride, sure. And so we got a ride after practice. We get to our street, and we were really embarrassed about telling her where we lived. We said, oh, we're over here at the house on the corner. So she pulls over to the house on the corner. I said, oh, that's where we live, that's right. But my neighbor, who was Chinese, was sweeping the sidewalk in front of his house. And she's like, oh, look at that. I didn't know you guys were adopted. Isn't that sweet? That's real, yeah. Goofy shit. Yeah, it was an embarrassment. It was an embarrassment. Now that's part of the exterior positive things about hoarder architecture. Inside, now here's the fun part of being a kid when you're living with a hoarder. Okay, you go in and there's a spare bedroom that was a mountain of junk, and you couldn't even open the door. The door had to kind of stay ajar, right? And my brother and I, see, my father back then, as we were saying, there were no iPhones or anything. My father, every Friday night when he'd come home from work, used to like to bring home Playboy magazines in the brown wrapper. You guys remember that? What? Now you're just looking on the phone. You don't need no brown wrapper magazines, right? That's what my father used to do. But what he used to do when he brought magazines home, because he didn't want us kids to see that, usually usually, a lot of times, he would just kind of toss it in the spare room, okay? My brother and I, we knew that those magazines were somewhere in that spare room that was full of junk. So what we would do is we would make a game out of that, of course, but we would go into the bedroom. This is where we learned to become scavenger hunters, expert scavenger hunters, all right? And sometimes he hit them real well, you know? And we would spend hours just going through the junk until we found that treasure, that brown wrapped magazine. There we were. Yes. Hormones were starting to kick in. Yes. Girls, I like girls. Grabbing the magazine. The funny thing is, we would find it like, get ready to go to school, and it's like, Jimmy, I found one. Would stick it in my shirt, and then go get ready to go catch our school bus, and go give Mom a hug. And I didn't want her to feel the magazine in my shirt. We would hugging her sideways, like, okay, Mom, see you later. And Jim would do the same thing. He would hide his magazine and hug sideways, you know. So, precious memories. So, anyway, how much time do I got?
Oh, you're just warming up.
Just warming up. Ho! Ho! All right. Well, I do want to say tonight is National Geographic Night, as we have we have a feathered friend here. Yeah. Now, is that bird trained to say, "You suck"? You're not funny. Woo! Oh, we're done? Okay. All right. I guess I'm done. Okay, one quick thing, if I may, Lorena, real quick. You guys realize Dr. Fauci just retired, right? Okay? I know you all miss him. Easy on the tears. Easy. Okay. Before he retired, he did a demonstration on how to properly wear the mask. I'd like to show that for you as a public service to you, the people of Winewood, Miami. Okay? Real quick. All right. This is how he does it. Dr. Fauci. Okay, we're going to wear our mask properly in public. Okay? This is the proper way to wear your mask. All right. This is Dr. Fauci. This is how you wear your mask, Miami, okay? All right. Woo! All right, hey, thanks for coming out. This is a wonderful room, and you guys have a lovely evening. Thank you for coming out.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. Let's give it up for Bob Kaufman again. Let's give it up. Applause. Exactly. That's how I like it. Applause. The show is like, I tell you what you guys have to do, and you do. Okay?
Dance.
Cool. If I tell you clap, you clap. Not the clap like the clap in the Venezuela, no. Not that one. So, we're gonna keep rolling this comedy show. But before we go into we wanna see the next comedian, I wanted to tell you that we have 3 vendors. And one is Warren, which his Instagram is Sopkin2. I don't understand that letter. Oh, Sopkins LLC. Obviously, he soap. He made it himself. And if you want to support local entrepreneurs, it will be amazing if you pass by and see the vendors that we have here. And then we have Marlene, which is Magical Intentions. She's selling jewelry, very beautiful. If you want to buy something for your girlfriends, mom, daughter, lover, culito, or whatever you fucking, you can buy jewelry there. And for the last one is Michael, with physician preferred CBD. And it has an amazing, he's offering an amazing oil for massage. If you want to have a sexual night, giving CBD massage, it's right there. He can massage you if you're single too. I'm gonna pass by as soon as we finish here. And so, also I wanted to tell you that we have a special today in Ruka, which is hamburgers and double cheeseburgers for $12 if you wanna have it. They're very good. I just tried a piece inside. And well, let's keep this show rolling. And we're gonna have the next comedian, which is Raúl Pérez. They call it Boomer, or he called himself Boomer. I found that shit as an insult when they call me Boomer on Instagram, but he is proud to be. So let's receive Raúl Pérez with big applause.
Yeah, Lorena, guys, give it up for Lorena. Reina Lorena. Beautiful day, beautiful day. Give it up for the birdie over here. What's his name?
His name's Birdie.
Birdie, look at him. You're like Beretta. You're like a modern day Beretta.
I don't know what Beretta
You don't know what Beretta is, do you, huh? There you go.
I'm doing
All
retired.
right, cool. Give it up for Colin Kaepernick over here in the corner. Give it up, all right. Looking good. All right, guys. So yeah, like you said, my name is Raúl Armando Pérez. You guys are probably thinking Irish, Scottish, Scandinavian. No, not even close. Not even close. Yes, yet another unknown Cuban comic from Miami. Thank you very much. Soap King, guys. Give it up for Soap King. Soap King good. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Happy International Women's Day, ladies. There are 2 of you here, 3, 4. Yes, absolutely. International Ladies Month.
Yeah.
Yes, it's the whole month. I looked up International Women's Month, or Men's Month. November 19th, that's all we got. We got 1 day out of the whole thing, right? Sounds good, huh? Nah, ladies, you deserve it. You deserve it. Beautiful ladies, you are our guiding light. You are our gatekeepers. Moms, sisters, girlfriends, wives, ex-wives, ex-girlfriends. All of you, grandmas. You guys have had a tough time. Since the time of Gloria Steinem, it's been a long time. You guys have fought for equal rights. Equal pay, right? About time, right? I'm all for it. I'm all for equal divorce. Equal divorce settlement would be great as well. You know, I think that's something, you know, equal dinner dates. I think I'm all down for that as well. Absolutely. Yeah, you guys have been tough times. It's not easy. I've been gone tough times throughout the years. The Me Too movement, you ladies a couple of years ago, remember the Me Too movement? That was tough, huh? Kudos to you ladies out there who didn't put up with any inappropriate advances or unwanted comments from all these jerks. I don't care how much money and time they spent on you. That's right, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. No, but it's time, you know, women, you guys have been so hard, you know, guys constantly trying to come on to you and having a tough time. You know, competing with Pornhub is can't be easy at all, you know. So yeah, you know, ladies, you just gotta realize that guys, you know, we need oxygen, we need sex, and we need food, and that in that order, because everybody knows that you eat after the fact, right? Everybody knows that. You know, I mean, you gotta realize that to us, you know, sex without commitment and love and true trust is still sex anyways, you know, so that's the thing that you got to keep in mind there for us when it goes in time, you know, it ain't easy. Expectations, you ladies have way too great expectations. You really need to lower your standards right off the bat. Yes, right off the bat, it ain't easy. Ladies, what do you want to know when you meet a man? Huh? What's first thing? What's he look like, right? Obviously. No, you really don't care about that, right? It's what it's nice. No, you care about that, right? What's he look like? How much money does he make? Right? Who does he live with? right? Does he live with his wife or does he live with his mom? Which one is it, right? I mean, that's one of the first things that you want to find out. Yes, it's not easy world out there. Single guys, you guys single? Yeah. Single people here. Single, brother? Yeah, single. Sofa King over there in the corner. Single, yeah, that's right. I got soap for you, baby. Come on in here. Yes. Got special massage, right? Yeah, guys, it ain't easy out there, guys. It ain't easy. You know, swiping left, swiping right. Don't know how to swipe. Right? It ain't easy at all, you know. Just waiting, patiently waiting for your next ex to pop up, right? Buying your condoms at Costco because you're all full of hope and enthusiasm. Yes, it's not easy. You know, relationships are tough, guys. Relationships are tough, and you know, trying to keep it alive. It's not easy. Any married folks out there? There's a wave, huh? All right, okay. Yeah, that's our first 50 years are the toughest when it comes to marriage. You always remember that. You know. For you young single guys out there, remember, life is a long, painful journey filled with emptiness and pain. Get all the pussy you can while you can, buddy. All right? Yes, absolutely. Yeah. There you go. Now we can learn a lot from the animal kingdom as far as relationships go, guys. You know, we're very comparable. You know, for example, when cheese are presented to copulating rats, the female is distracted, but not the male. That sounds about right, right? Everybody knows you eat afterwards, right? Come on. Yeah. You know, the honeybee. You know, and we know we'll do anything for you, ladies. We will do anything. We will spend whatever we don't have. We will give you the time we don't have, you know, just to get where we want to be, ladies. And nobody's nicer than a guy who hasn't had sex with you, ladies. Always remember that. That's another thing. But going back to the animals, the honeybee, when the honeybee hooks up with Miss Honeybee, right? And they finish, what happens? Mr. Honeybee just floats away. He leaves all his junk inside Miss Honeybee, and he just dies and floats away into space. True story, right? And you know what? He knew it going in. The praying mantis, when it hooks up with his girl, the praying mantis, the female eats them at any given time and destroys them right after they do it. You know what? He knew it going in. You know, absolutely. You know, so we know what's going on out there. The bowerbird. Look up the bowerbird. When Mr. Bowerbird wants to hook up with Miss Bowerbird, what's he do? He builds a house for her. No shit. Builds a house for her, and when he finishes the house, what does Miss Bower do? Moves in with another bird. Yep. Absolutely. You know, the booby bird. The booby bird has big blue feet. When he wants to hook up, he just shows Miss Booby Bird his blue feet, and he hooks up that way. Right? So we got a lot to learn from the animal people there. We got a lot to learn. Baseball classic, sports, any sports fans? The True World Series are going on now, right? The True World Series. Okay, yeah, they're not the world champs. Football, any football fans? Soccer? Yes, the U, there you go. The U's going on good too. The U's going on too. Yeah, it's entertainment. It's funny, nobody has a job. Nobody has anything, but everything is full. Stadiums are full. We're here on a Tuesday night, hearing comedy. So we're just moving forward. On the brink of nuclear war, and here we are, right? Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Yeah, Ukraine war is still going on. Absolutely. I think Zelensky has naked pictures of Hunter somewhere along the line there. That's why we're going there. At first I was supporting Ukraine, the comic who's not afraid of bombing. At first I was supporting Ukraine, and then I realized, wait a minute, what's going on here? Does NATO mean now America takes over only? Nobody else is helping out here. Can somebody else pitch in? I love our country. I want to lead my life like America leads their life. America's checkbook is overdrawn by $35 trillion. But we're writing checks for billions every week to wherever. You gotta love that. You gotta love that. Politics. Try not to think about the politics out there. Poor Joe, he's taking a beating, guys. Poor Joe. Come on, we gotta support our president, Joe, huh? Come on. I mean, look at it this way, guys. Despite the economy and inflation and runaway crime and open borders and Afghanistan and Ukraine and job market and housing and real estate and affordability and groceries and eggs, you gotta admit Joe's doing a pretty good job. You know. Don't forget who? Yeah, the banks, that's right. The banks. Now we just gotta keep smiling, guys. This way, pretend everything's okay, no problem, no issues going on. You know. Yeah. I'm gonna become a president. I think I'm gonna announce my candidacy for 2024. Guys, what do you think? I think we need a Latino president. We had a black president. We need a Latino president. There you go. Thank you, Marty, for that support. Hey, that was a Latino president. You know, we'll start off with trying to make people happy here, right? We'll start off with abortion, pro-lifers. You're gonna be able to adopt 4 foster kids right off the bat. Absolutely. Pro-choice, we're gonna extend it from 20 weeks to 21 years old. Yes, what do you think, guys, huh? So if Junior's just hanging out at the house, not doing shit, no job, no school, no nothing, you gotta do what you gotta do. Healthcare. For healthcare, we're gonna give universal health, same plan that Nancy Pelosi and Trump have across the board to everybody in the country. What do you think? Huh? Free healthcare for everybody. What do you think? Free Cuban coffee for everybody. What do you think? Free Bustelo. Get some work done around here. You know, and free rice and beans up there. You know, just for the, you know, just keep the staple going. We're gonna roast a cajachina in the rose garden. What do you think? Huh? Cajachina with salsa, merengue, bachata music going in the rose garden. We'll move in the whole family into the White House. I think it'd be great. Yeah, so I'm Latino, in case you didn't figure that out already. Born in New York, raised in Miami. How about that, huh? New York. Mom and dad Cubano. So that makes, I grew up in northern Latin America, Miami. Yes? Yes, mom and dad moved from New York to Miami to get away from the drugs, the violence, the overcrowding. So here we are in Miami. In Miami, yes. Body by Banco Mantequilla. Yes, thank you very much. It's not easy. I've worked hard to achieve this body. 63 years old. I'll be 63 on Monday. How about that? Wow. If I make it. If I make it. One more week. One more week. A boomer, 1960. Anybody born 1960 here? Me only. Marty. Me, Marty. Marty, what year were you born? 56? 58?
54.
54. There you go.
1854.
I love it. That's right.
Old as fuck.
Old as fuck. And still going. Give it up for Marty, guys, huh? Ready? He's all over. Yeah. Yeah. What about dogs? Any dog lovers here?
Yay!
We gotta love our dogs, huh? Come on. America loves their dogs. We will hurdle over the homeless to get to a dog. That's right. Or a manatee. Or a turtle. Right? No, we gotta love our dogs. You know, I got 2 of them. They're awesome. We don't deserve dogs. They're too good. They're too cool. You know, gotta love how they hook up. They just walk up to each other, quick sniff and a hump. Huh? No dinner, no alimony, no endless hearing of different stories and different issues. No luggage. Jeez, you gotta love it. One thing that's crazier, that's gone out of control, are designer dogs. What the hell's going on with that? Huh? Cockadoodle, labradoodle, golden doodle. I know somebody that paid $5 grand for a shih tzu. How does that work? Wasn't that like a clue? I thought a shih tzu was a zoo with no animals for the longest time. But yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. Dog goes wild. Yes. Here we are, guys. Hey, if anybody wants to get a facial done, you can just up here. We have this set up, this vanity mirror here for you guys, just in case you want to squeeze out some blackheads in front of here. Yes. But yeah, just having fun, guys. Retired from the fire department in 2018. I spent 28 years on a fire truck, and I was also a nurse. I spent 30 years in the same hospital at Kendall Regional Medical Center. Anybody around Kendall Regional? Give it up. 30 years at Kendall Regional, right? Crazy. And now I just stand up comedy. How about that, huh? Crazy. Yes, I'm here with you guys, and parking cost me $35, but who cares, man? Who cares? I'm doing it for the art, for the love of the craft, right? How you doing, brother? You ready? You going up today? All right, all right, all right, all right. So yeah, trying to diet again. I've been on a diet for 40 years. No kidding. Trying to eat all the right foods. You know, pizza with no meat on it, burgers with no cheese on it, thin crust, of course. You know, because it save on the calories there a little bit. You know, people ask me, "Why don't you run?" I go, "Hey, you see me running, you better pack your shit and get out of town as well. Okay, get out, because something's going down here. Something is going down." But yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for coming out here supporting. Nice. We're small, but we're powerful here, right? All right, give it up for La Reina, Lorena.
Give it up for Raul Perez Boomer. Oh, yes, my name is Lorena. I don't like to say Lorena, because when I say Lorena, American people got confused with the R. So since the Queen Elizabeth died and I'm fucking old but doesn't look like, I just got her spot and changed my Instagram to Queen Benedetto. So I just left my last name for, I don't know, because somebody told me that it was a good last name. I don't care. I would like to say Perez because, it's my second last name and it would be better for marketing. And easier for people here. So let's give it up this show, and we're gonna have another comedian. He's coming from Mexico, but he doesn't speak Spanish. He tries, but he doesn't accomplish that mission. So let's give it up for Zach Newford.
Gracias. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. Raul says we need a Latino president.
Yes.
I will be the Latino president. There's just one problem. I'm not Latino yet. I'm trying to get my Latino card. A regular switcheroo on the standard card playing games of Miami. No, I'm not Latino yet, but I've always wanted to be. Even growing up, de niño. My mom would spank me And I'd cry, no, Mama! Use this chancleta. She didn't understand. No habla. But in 20 years, it would help me relate to my South Florida friends. My sister too, Cape Pana, my sister, growing up, when she turned 15, she had to wait an entire year for her sweet quinceañera. I want a piñata, she said. And Dia La Bendiga, my parents, they got her a piñata. But they wouldn't sing her that cute little song. I did. I always wanted to be Latino growing up. Probably because in my neighborhood, my mom made the best cul-de-sac enchiladas. You guys know that gringos invented Taco Tuesday? You don't believe it? It's true. You know how I know? Taco Tuesday doesn't make sense in Spanish. Taco Martes doesn't have the same flavor. If Taco Tuesday was in Spanish, it would be Taco Sabado or Tacos Todos los Días, which it is. So you're welcome for Taco Tuesday. Cheers! Or as they say in my new culture, arriba, pao, dorito, dorito. I'm pretty much a big deal. People love me. At least one person loves me. On our first date, I was the perfect gentleman. I put on my nicest flip-flops and showed up with an almost clean tank top on. I knocked on the door. Amor, can we use your car? I'm a little low on gas. And I let her choose, and I said, you want to go out tonight at McDonald's or Burger King? Don't worry, I'm paying half. At the end of the night, things were going well. It was time for our makeout session. So I asked, your place or my car? Front seat or back seat? Modern gentleman, I think. You know, it's tough being so wanted. Like the other day I was applying for a new job. And I was in. I had it. They were ready to have me start on Monday. But tell me, was it too much for me to ask for 5 days off a week? Could I have asked for more money than the guy interviewing me? I told him, look, I'll work as hard as you want. Just don't call me in on weekends or Thursdays or Wednesdays, holidays, or whenever I'm feeling a little tired. I was also great at school. I was the best. I was the valedictorian. Okay, you got me. I was sitting next to the valedictorian at graduation. You're correctly skeptical. I was not graduating. I watched the valedictorian at my graduation, but I had the best seat in the house. That was all back in California. It's a crazy place, California. You've been, sir?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you've been as well? Oh. Don't go back. Things have changed. It's terrible. Just the other year, my friend, my bruh, as we call him, my bruh surfed into a forest fire. The doctor said, "This is terrible. This is the third one we've had in the past day." I go, "Doctor, there's no way 3 people have burned and drowned to death at the same time." The doctor says, "No, you idiot. Your friend died of COVID. Now come and get your booster." So I left. I came to Miami to not get vaxxed and to not get taxed.
Yeah.
I stayed for the Latinas. I'm dating a Latina, but she's not my girlfriend. She's my novia. And there's a difference. Like a girlfriend will give you the silent treatment. My novia will never let me hear the end of it. No matter what, your girlfriend will hate your hobbies. My novia, she went too far. She broke my binoculars. Now how am I going to watch my neighbor in her shower? We all have hobbies, don't we? Or was that a bad habit? Whatever it was, I was doing it well. A girlfriend, and this is if you're lucky, a girlfriend will bail you out of jail. My novia is in the cell block over, sharpening a shiv. Sack, we're getting out of here tonight. We did. We escaped. We're on the land. Clyde and Bonet. Bonena. Gracias, you guys, for coming out. Salud, my friend. I wanted to tell you a little story about me moving here in Miami. Oh, I have regrets. But not moving here. Best choice I've ever made. But I have a regret. Last night I was up the entire night thinking about this colada that I didn't share. It was just me and cafecito cups strewed all across my efficiency. I was tossing and turning all night on the toilet. You guys, Cuban coffee, it's a lot like the bright line. It keeps shit moving. Cuban coffee and the bright line are both essential for the South Florida economy. and they kill half a dozen tourists each year. Sometimes the same one twice. He's hopped up and running around. Bam! It's good though. It keeps our egg prices low, knocking out of California, where they bring over their politics. I'm a Californian, so I have those politics. I love Joe Biden. What? Lorena, you should love him. You know, just a few years ago, women only made 77 cents for every dollar that a man made. Now it's like $1.25 with inflation. Happy Women's Month. Joe Biden got us out of recession by redefining what a recession is. He's a natural wordsmith. He described America in a single word. He sounds like the lady that sold me the colada. Hey, hola, dale! Ay! Got my vote. Thank you. A honk from that clown's horn is the highest compliment.
Yes.
I do have one complaint about people here in Miami. You drive like you speak Spanish. Too fast. I don't understand. You don't pronounce your turn signals. You roll your car's. Every block it's another accent and another accident. Where did you guys learn to drive? The stock market? It's like a Bitcoin chart. You're going up, you're going up, you're going up. And you crash. At least companies know how to merge. Gracias, amigos.
Good.
Soy Zach Newford. Or as my novia calls me, pendejo.
Hey, he's learning to say hi and kissing. You know, that was my first impression with the American people, you know. With American guys, I thought it was just comedians because that was my first interaction with Americans, comedians. And comedians always go to you like, you're going like, hi. And I was wondering, where is my kiss? You know, if you're gonna hug me, you fucking kiss me. But this American don't kiss. He's learning. So give it up for Zach. Again, thank you. Well, I was thinking while he was talking, I could see his belly. And actually, every comedian I met is fat. And I am very fat phobic. It's nothing wrong with fat people who are sick or they have a condition. But when I see a fat guy, it means to me, you don't fuck every night. You just eating shit every night, so you don't have a Latina wife. You're eating the worst ever in the world. Oh, he's standing up, you see? Walk slowly, like in your age, please. Thank you. So that this next comedian is as old as me. He's like Queen Elizabeth. men version, like me. Some people call me Matusalem or Queen Elizabeth just because just because of my age. So let's give it up for my friend Marty Foreman.
Yeah, give it up.
Hey, let's give it up.
I tell you guys.
Applause, applause.
Applause, yeah. Do me a favor, please. Yeah, guys, please keep down your applause. Because I hear the clap is highly contagious. You get it? The clap. The fucking guy. You guys look like you went viral last. Do you hear me or is this going over your head? I'll tell you. Yeah, I don't think the mic is working. Yeah, neither is the crowd here, I'll tell you that. Let me put this shit down here. Oh, hello, hello. Yeah, I'll tell you. Guys, I'm gay. I like a pipe in my mouth. I'll tell you. Give it up for the Christmas elf here, I'll tell you that. Yeah. I'll tell you, I'd fuck you under a Christmas tree any day, I'll tell you that. Yeah, well, I'll tell you. Christmas and I, Santa and I, we have a lot in common. You know what? You know what? We both come only once a year. That's right. And I think tonight may be the night. That's why I brought me a rape whistle. Yeah, yeah, give it up for the mannequin guy over here. Yeah, I'll tell you, I once fucked a mannequin. The guy had no ass. Yeah, it's full of shit. You look kind of familiar. Yeah, yeah. Where and when? I'll tell you, we had a crowd here, but they dipped. I'll tell you, I haven't seen a crowd like this since INS raided Denny's. I'll tell you, got me a seat real quick. Yeah, that's what you do. You walk in Denny's, you yell immigration. The whole crowd and crew lift, please, right? Yeah. What a crowd, what a crowd. I'll tell you. Fucking GED crowd here tonight, right? Yeah. GED. That means General Equivalency Diploma. Yeah. You got one of them? No, no. He's not a GED man. He's high school completion, right? Yeah. I think I had you in my class. I think I gave you detention. Yeah, back at my crib, right? It was like the Titanic. It was a fucking night to remember. What are you laughing at? I think you I'll tell you, you look kind of good. Oh, hello. Yeah, nice to meet you. Thanks. Yeah, you don't know. I tell you, the guy gave me a chub while I was... Guys, you can fucking laugh. You're not in Ukraine, I'll tell you. I'll tell you guys, I've been doing stand-up as long as I can remember. Which at my age is about 5 or 6 minutes. Yeah. And fuck you all for laughing that I was born in 54. It was not 1854, it was 1754. I'll tell you. I'm so old, I remember when the Miami River was a form of transportation. That's right. Dollar Tree was only 50 cents. The pyramids, they were new construction. Right? Don't fucking laugh. I'm Jewish. I'll sue the fuck out of you. That's right. It'll be a class action suit. Yeah. You ain't seen the likes of Judge Judy yet. Yeah, I'll put you in your place. Yeah, right under me. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you, you're free this weekend. I'll take you to the planetarium. I'll explore Uranus. Guys, that's one of the planets. Right? Fucking joke goes over your head. Yeah, one of the planets. Yeah, actually, I heard Uranus has rings around it. No, that's not Uranus. That's Saturn. That's right. And tell me, between you and me, is Uranus bright red? No, that's not Uranus. That's Mars. I think you need a trip to the planetarium. Yeah, I'll tell you, anyone want to come up here? I'm a one-man man, I'll tell you. You're looking kind of good there. Yeah. Up there. Yeah. Yeah. Between you and me, definitely not getting laid. If you I'll tell you, he hit me up the other day. He knew me from a few. Can you all hear me, or you all hear me? Yeah. I'll tell you, I can't hear well. I'll tell you, I just had surgery. I don't need glasses. I used to wear glasses. You know, my mom, rest in peace, she said, Marty, she caught me jerking off when I was what you call adolescent. She said, Marty, you better stop it this minute, or you're going to go blind. I said, Mom, please, let me do it. Just till I need glasses. That's what I said. Yeah. But now, listen, you can't knock jacking off. You can't knock it, right? Right, dude? Yeah. You look like your hands are pretty callous there, I'll tell you that. Yeah. I'll tell you, sex with someone you really dig, right? 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 You don't have to dress up, right? You don't run late for a date. And when you go out to this dive bar on a, what is it, a Tuesday night? Fuck you. It's not Tuesday? No, I'll tell you, listen guys, when you go out to Ruka on a, whatever, on a third, I get it. Leo, you need a green card? I'll tell you. Your secret's safe with me, I'll tell you. You'll get a green card, you'll come back to my crib, I'll tell you, it's like Miami-Dade College. Yeah, open admission, no pre-registration, and I'll give you financial aid. Well, I'll tell you, is that my life? I'll say it. So,
No.
Fucking, yeah, she said, get the Jew off the stage. Fucking
10 minutes.
Yeah, I got 10 minutes, I'll tell you. Yeah, I'll tell you, I did a mic the other night. I said to the host, how much time do I have? He said, Marty, at your age, 6 or 7 good years back. Well, getting back to my sex life, I'll tell you guys. Yeah. I was in the throes of passion the other night. A guy said, Marty, can I ask you something personal? I said, sure, go ahead, babe. He says, am I the first guy you ever made love to? I looked him dead in the face. I said, you know, dude, you do look kind of familiar. I told him that. Yeah, because I get around. You get it? You don't understand. No. You see, it's a play on words. It's either in a series or it could go, oh, fuck. Think about that joke. But then he said, can I ask you something? I said, sure, go ahead. He says, Marty, let me ask you, do you smoke after sex? I said, to tell you the truth, I never looked. I never looked. Yeah, you never looked either, right? Yeah. I'll tell you, you're looking pretty good there, I'll tell you. Yeah, you want to take the hot seat here? Yeah. Come on up, yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you, take a seat. I tell you, he looked better from the distance. Get the fuck out.
You know what I mean? I'm dying, all right?
Were you the first I ever made love to?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, you can call me, I'll tell you that.
Daddy.
I'll tell you, you want to go to Burger King after this show? I'll show you a Whopper. I'll tell you, really. You're being for a treat. Yeah, you're kind of cute.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I can tell you, I think the guy is sitting on a gold mine, if you know what I mean. Yeah. I'll tell you, I was in Burger King on the way here. I ordered an ice cream sundae. Yeah, I said actually it was in Denny's. Fuck my, I said, I said I want a vanilla, I want an ice cream sundae. I said with chocolate ice cream, whipped cream, and a cherry. And she said to me, crushed nuts. I said, no, just arthritis. That's all. Yeah, you know, you get the joke. Crushed nuts. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Speak enough English to fuck, right? Where you from? Venezuela. Yeah. Need a green card? No? You're an American. Yeah, me too. Yeah, born in Jersey. Yeah. Said I took what? Oh, well, it's a secret admirer here, I'll tell you that. You can't hear me. Oh, that's right. Paid for here, I'll tell you that. The mic's fucked up. Yeah. I'm like Gonzalo here.
Gonzalo, yeah.
Yeah, is it
That's his name, yeah.
Gonzalo?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes.
Gonzalo. No shit.
Yeah.
That's what we call them all. Yeah, Gonzalo. Really? Gonzalo. No shit. Yeah. Are you gay?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Put your microphone close
Keep
to
it
your
close.
mouth like you.
Oh, yeah. I tell you, you better not attack me. I'll tell you, if you fuck with me, it's like quicksand. The more you put up a fight, the more you're gonna get fucked. I'll tell you that. You better watch your step. Better watch your step. I'll tell you that much. Can you hear me now?
No.
You don't hear me. Well, you hear me now. Well, you don't have to hear me in bed. I'll tell you that. Yeah. You like board games?
No.
You like board games? Well, you like my. Well, play Clue.
No, I love sex games.
Well, my version of Clue is very sexy. Yeah, I'll be Colonel Mustard. I'll fuck in the library with a candlestick. That's right. Yeah. I'll tell you, you're looking good. I'll tell you that. You want to hang out with the boys after the show?
No.
No?
I'm okay.
Oh, you got a boyfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they all say. Yeah. They get off real easy that way. Yeah, where's your boyfriend from? From Italy?
Yeah.
Oh, they're good lovers, right?
Yeah.
Those Italians. Yeah. I bet he makes good pasta.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that too.
Ratatouille.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking French.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that too.
Yeah. I know what ratatouille is. I saw the mouse. Yeah. I'll tell you. So he's French, Italian.
Yes, sir.
Really. I'll tell you, I had a lover. He was French. Yeah. Just got back from Paris. He said he saw all the Paris sights. Yeah, I taught geography. I know all that shit. Yeah, I taught geography. You know your geography?
No, really.
No, yeah, that's right. You're from what? Out of Mongolia, right?
No, yeah.
No.
Singapore.
Singapore. Well, you won't be poor with me. I'll give you financial. Yeah. So where did you meet your partner?
I meet my partner in Venezuela.
On Grindr?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Thank you.
No, you don't have a partner. You don't have a
I'm
partner.
straight.
You're straight. Yeah, so am I. How straight are you? Yeah. I don't know. It's the first straight guy I saw with a chub talking to me. Are you really straight?
Yeah.
Really? How straight are you?
You don't want to see that.
Oh, really? Oh, you bet I do. Yeah, I like your beanie here. Today.
Thank you for touching my head.
Don't touch your head?
No, thank you for touching my head.
Oh, really? Yeah. I like to. Listen, I think this guy needs a little music here. I'll tell you. Yeah. Cuando caliente el sol,
Aquí
aquí en la playa,
La playa.
siempre tu memoria es tu recuerdo, es tu culo, es tu pinga, son tus pendejos. Shut the fuck up. Now stick to CPR, not nursing. Mi delirio, me estremezco ahí, aquí en Ruka con Mati. Con Mati, yeah, that's my name, Martin. Yeah, but I'll tell you, you can call me Genie, because if you go back to my crib, I come in a bottle, to tell you the truth. Yeah, that's my story. So, well, guys, let me tell you. I'll tell you, this has been like the Titanic, a fucking night to remember. Yeah, but I feel like I'm going down with the ship, I'll tell you that. Yeah.
Just keep playing.
Yeah, but let me tell you guys, did this shit tonight. I'll tell you. Yeah, well, give it up for the illegal aliens in the trailer here. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you. They can fuck my burrito any day. I'll tell you that. But let me tell you, listen. I tell you, I really appreciate the attention here tonight. I tell you, I haven't had this much since I went nude at all over the beach. That's right. I tell you, I was not a pretty sight. My torso was in Miami, and my balls, well, they was up in Surfside. Yeah, they're both in a state of collapse, if you know what I mean.
Okay. So, let's give it up for all comedians we have. And now, and you too, and you Venezuelan wife. No, you, the other one is too. So,
They're in love.
stop talking. You want to sign up for your 5 minutes? I'm going to make you be here to tell us the gossip to everybody. Well, let's keep this show rolling. I learned this phrase from other shows. People, I don't know how to say, let's keep watching more comedy. And we're gonna have, let's give it up for Steven! The Birdman!
And Bernie. Steven and Bernie.
Birdman! Oye, se me cayó la cédula.
Steven.
Thank you, thank you. I have a notebook because I'm retarded, you know, I can't remember anything. So, it's nice that people are here. It takes a lot of guts and courage to do stand-up. Not a lot of people realize how stressful it can be on stage. And, you know, this is no joke, I'm just talking right now. We were at an open mic and some people just went on stage and they had no idea what the fuck they were doing and they realized the stress once they were on stage, and it's not easy, you know? It's not easy. So anyways, let me get right to it. Anyone here love babies?
Yeah.
Yeah? Me too, they taste delicious! I fucking love babies! Oh, I went to Chili's the other day and I asked them, you got baby back ribs? They said no. So I'm like, let's go get some babies. So anyways, I was fucking a 47-year-old the other day, right? And she was quite the squirter. Yup. She squirted diarrhea all over my face. And then I went down on her and she tasted like shit. Hey, you guys hate leaving your phones in your car? Me too! So I started leaving it, putting it up my ass, and I wouldn't forget it anymore. Hey, I was at the hospital the other day, right? And I saw this old, poor man, and he was in pain. He was going, oh, in the waiting room, right? You know, with all the other patients. And he's like, oh, and he just kept getting louder and louder and louder because no one gave a fuck. So eventually the nurse finally came out because I guess she felt bad and she's like, sir, shut up! And everyone started applauding. Hey, I saw a paraplegic the other day. You know, for those of you that are fucking stupid, a paraplegic is someone that can't walk. And I told them, hey, I'm walking here. I saw a guy in a coma and I'm like, I'm sleeping here. And then I saw a person who was a vegetable and I told them, I'm eating here. Did you guys know I'm pro-choice? I'm pro-choice, man. I saw someone hanging for dear life and I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Hey, I got a job as a babysitter the other day. And when they came back, there was no more baby. Every time someone gets an abortion, I say, bye-bye, baby. They say it's like stealing candy from a baby. Fuck that, I steal everything because that baby's stupid, it can't do shit. I have a friend, and this is a sad story. His brother is retarded, he has Down syndrome. And he got raped by his brother when he was little. You know why? Because he was a baby, he couldn't defend himself. So I have a friend who's gay and I told him, I love you, bro, but damn, it must suck to have sex, because that shit hurts up your butthole. Oh, that's right, I have something to joke. So, man, I just realized something. Jesus Christ is a party animal. That motherfucker turns water into wine and gets hammered! You know, because he got hammered on the cross. Ba 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 ba! I went to Asian massage the other day, and I got a happy ending. For those of you who know, happy ending means it means they jerk you off after the massage. But it wasn't such a happy ending because it was a guy! I went to, no, this is too long. This is for some other time. Oh, I went to a restaurant the other day, and they're like, sir, no pets allowed. And I'm like, what do you mean? This is not a pet. This is family. Birdie. So I told them, what about that fucking whore over there? And they're like, what about her? She has a pet monkey. They're like, no, she's not a monkey. That's a baby. I fucking hate babies. Hey, I saw this comedian the other day, and he was making a joke, and he got up on stage. He's old as shit, has gray hair, and he's like, his first joke that he said was, you want to know what type of shoes pedophiles wear? And some guy just screamed, "Your kind!" And he's like, "Fuck, they caught me!" And he ran away with a briefcase full of babies. So I hate it. I fucking hate it when people bring babies to the theater. So leave that shit at home. You don't see me bringing my birdie to the fucking theater. And I forgot something about that joke. So, all right. I saw an exterminator. I'm like, do you also exterminate babies? And he's like, yes. I went to Denny's, and the fucking waitress. You want to know why? She was a baby. And that's all I got.
Yeah.
Thank you. Anyone here need a ride home?
Let's give it up for Steven. Thank you, Steven. Steven is new in the comedy scene, of Miami comedy scene. And we're gonna have the second comedian of the night. Stand up. Stand up. Yes. You arrived second. Or where's Ben? Where's Ben? Ben left? Oh. Okay, so let's give it up for Justice! Clap, clap, thank you.
Thank you. Everybody give it up to Lorena. Thank you guys. So yeah, Justice is my real name, believe it or not. When I first started comedy, I met a comedian who started talking about our brothers. And my brother's name is Christian. He's like, hold on, pause. Justice, Christian? I'm like, dumb as fuck, right? He's like, no bro, cool as fuck. And he continued to say, he's like, your dad must have been an interesting character to name you guys that. Or an interesting person, at least. I'm like, that's a great point. I wouldn't know. He walked out when I was 5. He's like, damn. I'm like, I know. No justice. No justice. None at all. But, you know what? I can't be mad at him. My mom raised him. His body, his choice. You know what I'm saying? His body, his choice. So I grew up in the Midwest. In the state of Missouri, of all places, cows, cornfields, and meth. As far as the eye can see. And around this time, the kind of girls that I would date would be the girls into numerology, astrology, rocks, minerals, shit like that. But some of these girls' birthstone, I could tell was crystal meth. Because it fucking showed. Walking, talking skeleton. So I pull up to one of these girls' houses at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I see Methany out there just vacuuming the front lawn. I put my car in reverse and get up out of there before I lose one of my appendages in that vacuum, you know what I'm saying? Tough times. So, I'm on the dating apps as a single guy in Miami, and I love all the pictures you ladies post. The beach pic, the boat pic, the cleavage pic, my all-time favorite, the yoga pant pic, and like downward dog, zooming in extra close to that camel toe. But I really don't like the name camel toe, to be honest. I want to campaign for a different name. I kind of want to go for a dolphin smirk. A dolphin smirk, think about it. It's a more suiting name, because it's a very maniacal smile. That vertical smile you girls got going on, You don't know if that pussy's either for you or against you. And in my experience, that dolphin smirk's always up to something. But us guys love it. We can't get enough of it. We can't. So, one of the best birthday gifts given to me was getting my butt eaten out, right? That's a true story. I met one of these girls on the dating apps. We go out, have a fantastic meal. Make it back to mine. Smoke a little bit of make it straight to the bedroom. Typical foreplay, we're 60-90. I feel her grab my hips, pull me out from under her, throw my legs over her shoulders, and just begin to go to town on that brown eye of mine, like. It felt like she ate the whole spaghetti out of that ass. Definitely one of the best birthday gifts given to me thinking back now, for sure. So, do you guys want to know what the difference between robbing and stealing is? Or no? Do you guys know the difference between robbing and stealing?
No.
No? No. This is where my artistic brain connects the dot, you know? And I've taken enough tests to where like I'm right on the cusp, to where like I make eye contact, but I have no friends and nobody really likes me. You know what I'm saying? So getting robbed is like, you know, you feel violated. And someone stealing from you, you feel betrayed. So guys, it's like whenever we're in middle school in gym class, in front of all the homies, and the teacher fucking depantses you. You know, how embarrassing and what a fucking violation. What kind of grown-ass man does that to a child? Talk about a fucking pedophile, you know what I'm saying? Now stealing, ladies, you girls will relate to this a little bit more. It's whenever we're hooking up and we're going doggy style and we unexpectedly slide it into your bump without asking or giving you the heads up. You know, it's the kind of shit you should have seen coming, but you gave us the benefits of the doubt and we still stole that ass. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. That's where my brain goes. So, I always get told I'm a lot younger than what I look. I feel like I've created the fountain of youth, to be honest. Because it's the raw aloe vera gel and freshly produced cum, right? Now the Egyptians used to call the aloe vera plant the plant of immortality. And cum produces life, like just one load. You know, so there's hell of energy in there. It's a mixture of the two substances. You create a face mask, ladies, if you're listening. You throw it on, you feel it just tighten up, and see those years just shrivel away. But I got a confession to make. You know, it's not all of my jizz that I am using. These things are sitting like hotcakes. Got a whole sweatshop set up over in China with these little kids, you know, just pumping these things out left and right. Hey, thank God for Apple and their blueprint for business. You know what I'm saying? If you have a smartphone, you should put in child slavery right now too. Capitalism still wins. So, let's see here. I heard a girl on stage once say, in regards to sucking dick, ladies, like, if you're not gasping for your last breath or have tears running down your face, like, are you really sucking any dick? And I'm like, okay, fantastic point. So what's the male equivalent to that, right? I started to think, like, what's the male equivalent? It's 2023, guys, we gotta keep up. These fucking robots are taking our jobs. I saw some shit on Instagram. It fucking blew my mind. So, after hearing this joke, I found myself hooking up with this girl not even 2 weeks later, and she goes to tell me, like, oh, I could cry. And I look down at her, I'm like, man, this girl's gaslighting me. She must tell everybody that, because at best, my sex game is decent. It's fucking decent. So not even 10 minutes later, she goes like, oh, yeah. So like, I get nervous, start to fucking laugh. That's my go-to emotion. Laughter. Make the whole situation weird. She at that point punches me in the stomach. So I grab the pillow, throw it over her face, begin to choke her at quest, you know, so we all get off. And then it hit me, guys. Like, that's the standard. Make your girl cry from pleasure and not from pain, unless she's into that type of shit, you know? It went from, like, casual sex vibes to creepy rape vibes really quick. But I think that's all I got, Lorena. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for coming out. Give it up for your host.
Thank you. Let's give it up for Justin. Woo! And now we're gonna keep rolling with the next comedian. Come, Jose Roja. That name doesn't speak Spanish.
Hello. Yeah, Jose Rojas. I do speak Spanish, but I also speak English with an Australian accent, so it's quite confusing to people because they look at me and they go like, "That's a wetback," and then I tell them I'm from Australia, and they go like, "Yep, that's a wetback on Ireland. That's definitely a wetback." So I started doing comedy not long ago. And you know, one thing I noticed when you start something new is, you know, people have been doing it for a while, and there's different levels at different times in every single professional choice you do. And I used to be a real estate agent, and a real estate agent back in town used to tell me, you know, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And I'm like, motherfucker, there is guys running a marathon in 2 hours, you fat fuck. That means that someone can be actually faster in a marathon than you moron. And so I got fired from that job straight away. That was at the interview, by the way. That was at the interview. But you know, that fat real estate agent learned his lesson very quickly. I did a job for 2 years, but I didn't give a fuck. Yeah, I moved to Australia. I did another Hispanic in Miami. You know, I just wanted to be a Hispanic in a country where the closest thing to a Hispanic is a Vietnamese man. You know, they also clean and they also cook adobo. It's pretty much the same shit. The Spanish conquered them, so you know, you just gotta travel a bit and you learn that ceviche is not Peru. You know? And I'm Peruvian. Like, I was like, what the fuck? I thought ceviche was Peruvian, dude. Like, I thought that was our shit. They're like, no, we got ceviche here in Samoa. We put coconut milk in it. It was actually not bad. It was actually not bad. In coconut milk is where they call their cum. So it was actually not bad. It's actually not bad at all. I support children and I support people wanting to do whatever the fuck they want with their bodies. You know, it's important. It's your right. Do whatever the fuck you want. I did what I wanted with my body when I was 13, and I live with the consequences forever. You know. And I think that kids should learn that the hard way, you know. I didn't know this was gay when I was 13. So I got it done when I was 13, and the tattoo artist was like, hey man, that's gay as fuck. And I was like, dude, I don't care, that's, why is it gay? He's like, because girls get it. And I'm like, that's not gay, that's just a tattoo with girls get it. And he's like, it's gonna hurt a lot. So is childbirth, and I want to give birth. But that sucks. I don't want anything to come out of me. Except shit. That's it. That's it. Maybe sometimes when I get fucked in the ass, but that's about it. You will know, Mike. I don't know any about that. Alright, next show. Yeah, Donald Trump didn't get arrested tonight. I'm actually quite happy about that. I like the guy. The guy's great. We were born the same day. Donald Trump and I share birthdays. Also, Che Guevara. You see that dichotomy there? It's kind of like I feel I'm right in the middle, you know? I'm not orange, but I'm brown. It's what Donald Trump is going for, by the way. Donald Trump doesn't want to be orange, he wants to be a blonde Hispanic. That's what he wants to do. But, you know, the best he can do is just a real estate agent kicking people out of their homes. That's not a joke, that's just a statement. What else? Yeah, Miami. I didn't know you guys go cold. That sucks. Like, I wish I was working all day. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, all of a sudden I have to get a coat out. And I'm like, this is too it. I thought Hispanics kept everything caliente. Motherfuckers can't keep themselves caliente right now, you know? Anyways, I moved to Miami. And I was talking to a couple of Miami comedians. And we were riffing the shit. We were talking British. And they asked me, like, you know, why did you move to Australia? And I was like, I moved to play rugby. I'm a Hispanic playing rugby. I'm literally trying to my family do the widest sport in the world, you know, which is literally like rugby is the widest sport in the world. You call everyone a cunt and every black person it's so racist. It's fantastically racist. And I was called a Hispanic cunt. Like, it was great. You should play rugby if you really don't want to have a brutal spirit, you know. They do take the piece out of you, especially the Australians. Australians are not racist, they're just a country of fucking prisoners, you know? Do you watch prison shows nowadays? You see prison shows, you know, when you have like people in prison and you have the fucking wardens and everything? They're not the smartest people in the world, are they? Like, in the 21st century, they're not the smartest people in the world. They gave a country to those people 200 years ago. They're doing quite well, actually, they're doing quite well. Kind of like Hispanics in Florida. This is great. Acoustic are fantastic. Yeah, so Hispanics in Florida, you know, we came here and we're doing really well. We're doing better than we did back home, actually. Surprising. Except with, someone said the driving. Yes, fucking mouth breathers. I drive like in Australia, so I drive super slow and super safe. But, you know, I'm getting close. I'm actually turning now into a proper Peruvian. Like, I told everyone, I only eat ceviche, you know. And yeah, so like a proper Peruvian, I put cocaine on my ass and bring it to America. Like a proper Peruvian, you know, I like to cook dinner for a girl and really make it's like a Peruvian would do with their wife. Anyways, that's my time because I don't have anything to say. Jose Rojas, thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Let's give it up for Jose Rojas! Thank you, Jose, for making us all laugh. And let's finish with the last comedian. He's my friend. Sometimes he's an asshole también. But I forgive him because he forgive me when I am a bitch. So that's a friendship, what it means, a friendship. So let's give it up for JP Coward.
Alright, fuck you, bitch. Alright, how you guys doing tonight? Look at you, Zach. Look at you with this girl. I thought you were gay this whole time hanging out with Marty. But Marty's got a new thing over here. He's got Birdman over here on his shoulder. Holy shit. Wonder if Marty can't wait to get that bird in a fuck. Never mind. This is not going. You got a tramp stamp? That's fucking amazing. That is amazing. When you showed it, Marty got a heart on.
I know, I felt it.
It was crazy. Yeah. Give it up for Marty. Good. I tell you. How many I tell yous, he said? 147. I counted them. All right. I love it, though. I love you, Marty. You know I love you.
Right back
You,
at
not so much. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't even want to consider myself a comedian tonight. How about you, soap guy? Give it up for the soap man. Veteran?
Yes, sir.
Me too. What branch? Army. Nobody cares. All right. No, I was in the Navy, man. Give it up for the soap guy. How good is that soap? Can I jerk off to it and not get the burn or what?
No burns.
No burns. Tested right here, okay? You're good to go. You're good to go, sir. Matter of fact, when you were up here, I was like, I thought Marty was going to take your hat and steal your fucking virginity. Right? Yeah. Good knowing about the soap. You got all kinds of soap there? Anybody buy anything yet? Good. What do we got to go? He doesn't even know what's going on over there. And this guy, he's fucking wearing gloves and hanging out. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Hey, how you doing? You good? Alright. Lorena.
What's up?
Love you, Lorena. Better say that, because she'll probably beat my ass. What the fuck was going on up here tonight? Everybody's yelling. Like you were doing a fucking act out? That was pretty cool. Traffic? Spanish traffic? Is that what it is? I remember I was driving on the highway. Hey, I swear to God, I was driving on the highway one day, and this guy's in the left lane going slow, and I go to pass him, and I look over through it in his window. His windows are down, and he's fucking holding a Bible, reading it while driving in the passing lane. I yelled out my window, Jesus, take the fucking wheel. Get in the righteous lane, you fuck. I can't even make that shit up. I don't make shit up. I just talk about real shit. What are you? Are you Spanish? Are you Dominican? Colombian? Oh, you got some black in you though. Yeah. People tell me that too. They're like, JP, you got a little black in you. And I'm like, one time in the Navy, now everyone knows. How do y'all know my business? You know? What's up, Justice? How's it going, man? All right, I'm gonna move on from Justice. I like him. Back to this couple. Look at that. I love it, man. I really thought you were gay. I thought you were fucking. You came to a show with fucking scarfed up knees, and I was like, fucking Marty's happy as fuck. Look at him. He's fucking flippering out over here. What the fuck? Holy shit. Marty's fresh though, too. Yeah, he'll fucking try to fill you up. I took a picture with Marty one time. I don't mind gay people, but I got a little uncomfortable with Marty one time. I love Marty. We were taking a picture and his hand was on my back. And as they were focusing, he's going like this. I'm like, one more move, Marty. I might get a hard on and fuck you too. I'm just kidding. What's the deal with you? Are you new to comedy? Me? Yeah. All right, study it. All right, so I think your bird died on your shoulder while you were up here. I'm not sure.
I think I got more laughs than you.
Yeah, it was yourself laughing. Holy shit.
Roast battle.
You want to do a roast battle? No, you don't. He's twitching over there with flip-flops. I don't know if he's Latina. He might throw those at me. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm just fucking around. I'm sorry. No hard feelings. Get over it. You're a comedian. You got to be dead inside like the rest of us, right?
Yes.
Lorena?
Yes.
She can speak on that. Holy shit. You ever try to talk to Lorena on the phone? Anybody? Anybody?
I needed Google Translate.
Holy shit. You need more than that. You need a therapist on the side, too. I do love Lorena. She's a great gal. I appreciate her putting this show on. The fuck are you doing back there in the corner, folding your shoulders the whole time? You're like, yeah, be a little more open, man. Just relax. Miami Beach, there's no shootings here. Yeah, I don't know. He's got the fucking folded shoulders. I don't know. You too, motherfucker. Both the dudes that came to see Lorena. All right, which one of y'all is fucking Lorena? All right, let's find out. Okay, he's embarrassed because his cock's not as big as his. No, I'm fucking around. What's going on? What's going on? Oh, he's walking away. He's sitting down. No. He's like, my arm's down here. All right, who's fucking Lorena here? I knew it. It's Marty the whole time. Are you gonna fucking light me right now as soon as I said that shit? All right, who's being teased along the whole way? Okay. Who wants to fuck Lorena? Holy shit, your set was so bad the Mexicans stopped cooking. Did you see that? They were like excited to go work at Home Depot tomorrow morning. Okay, all right, guys. This has been a real fucking blast. Look at you. What are you working on the street? Taking a break from fucking stopping cars? What the fuck's going on? FP&L is over in the corner, guys. You see that? The orange, look, the green neon. You can't miss them. Bro, ain't you got some fucking traffic cones to put some shit where? What the fuck's going on? You got an aggressive beard. You look like you stormed the Capitol. I mean, I'm white as fuck. I know I look like I stormed the Capitol, but I did not. I missed my flight. All right.
Okay, let's give it up for JP Cower. Well, at least I have people who support me. This motherfucker, I invite him all the time. He doesn't bring people. He doesn't have friends. I'm his only friend. So we're talking on the phone all the time. And I said all what I am real. My racist shit. I'm a fucking racist. I'm a fat phobic. I am human phobic, actually. So if you're my friend or you're in the list of my friends, you're very fucking lucky. Because I don't like people. That's the reality. Well, thank you very much. That was everything for tonight. Thank you for all coming out. And please, before you leave,